Utilitarianism, the principle behind it is very, very simple. And again, this underlies in a very important way much of what is perceived to be justice today. And the idea is this: to determine what is just, the only thing we care about is maximizing overall happiness. We look at the pain and the pleasure of every individual. Everyone has an equal share in this. And we want to maximize total happiness. And it makes some sense. Each of us, we may have different interests, different things that we want, but the one thing we all share is we want to be happy. And so as a society, which is a collection of individuals, we try to maximize total happiness. We are willing to kill one if it saves 5. We'll kill a murderer because that will save 5 other murders from taking place. From a utilitarian perspective, this is just. If determining whether it would be just to increase the speed limit on highways from 65 to 85, from a utilitarian perspective, the way we analyze this is to think, well, the benefits from raising the speed limit are that we can get to places more quickly, we can be more productive, we have greater freedom to decide for ourselves how fast to go. The costs are riskier roads, more traffic accidents, a greater number of fatalities and injuries resulting from that. And so to determine whether it is just, if we see that these costs, the increased risk, outweighs what we gain, we determine that from a utilitarian perspective, this is unjust. It seems very rational. It seems like something we should follow. And in a large way, we do today. But it runs into a few problems. To look at the problems, we're going to go to ancient Rome. And in ancient Rome, people would gather together, a little bit like this, but much larger. Tens of thousands would gather like they're going to a baseball game or a basketball game. But instead, what they would be watching was a group of very hungry lions on the stage. And then they would throw a couple poor souls into the stage as well, defenseless. And they would watch as the lions would eat and rip apart these humans. And they would be entertained by this. They would enjoy it. And typically these were maybe petty thieves or people that didn't believe in the Roman gods. In any case, they were thrown in there and people got entertainment from it. From a utilitarian perspective, this may be unjust, but not necessarily. All you will look at is to look at the harm and the pain caused to those few individuals, and if there's enough enjoyment and happiness gained by the tens of thousands who are watching, it's okay, it's just. It's also just, from a utilitarian perspective, to kill an innocent person, as long as that will prevent other deaths from happening. If you can take someone, kill them, and as a result deter others from committing murders, that's okay. We can pluck an innocent person, use them as an example, do it on public display so that it scares others from committing murder, and that's okay. That's, from a utilitarian perspective, a pure utilitarian view, it's just. And so the problem is that with utilitarianism, because we're only concerned about the total, the aggregate, it's possible, just as occurs frequently in democracy, where there's the oppression of the minority, a few could be left with their rights completely deprived and taken away from them, as long as the majority wills it. That it's possible that the rights of some people are taken away, their most basic, fundamental human rights. Punishing innocent people, that could be any of us. That could be anyone. And from a utilitarian perspective, that's okay.